And I'm going to get ready to push.
Oh, Jesus Christ, we're live? Good God.
So I don't say anything dumb.
Good God. That was 5 seconds there. I could have done some serious damage.
Pod has been pushed.
Liberty Bibberty. Like, retweet. Just like everyone else should do.
Good. That's exactly what I wanted to happen.
I'm getting a little echo just before we...
Yeah, I had my AirPods got disconnected.
You're the man.
Should be good.
All right, we're good. Perfect.
All right.
Let's do it.
Let's play the song. Oh, how do I do that? Brand. Scroll. Intro. Press.
Get ready for some Philly sports talk. Sixers, Phillies, Flyers, and the Birds.
He's an ass. Get him the ball. He can make plays.
Just shut up and enjoy the greatness.
There's a lot done back here.
And it makes you less happy, which is exactly what I want.
Let's do it.
3, 2.
Philly!
Hello, everybody. Hello, Philadelphia. Welcome back once again to yet another edition of the Wolves of Broad Street podcast. As always, my name is Ryan Conway, and joining me here is my illustrious co-host and wartime consigliere, Sam Glavin. And, of course, we have our incomparable producer, Seamus G., usually behind the glass, but just over what I believe is Sam's right shoulder. He's kicking it back there
right here.
As they are on the road. I believe they said 50 miles east of Anaheim. If they said 50 miles east of Belgrade, I'd have a better idea of where that is.
Yes, it's correct.
Anaheim is I don't know, but that's neither here nor there, Sam. How are you doing? The world of Philly sports is a buzz with a lot of stuff right now. What's popping, buddy?
What's popping? I'm currently sitting on the edge of my seat right now, hoping that this connection ensues its proper formatting. But the Phillies are as cold as ice, which is not ideal. We are coming up on football season, which is fun. The Flyers are a dumpster fire. And what am I missing? Oh, the Sixers. The Sixers exist. And that's it. I think that's the end of the show, right? Like that's
yep.
We're done.
Yep. And thank you everybody for joining us here on the Wolves of Broad Street podcast. Now, granted, I do not want to push our luck with the internet connection, as you guys are obviously on the road doing your thing. So, I mean, the campground Wi-Fi has been incredible so far this summer. So I don't want to push our luck too much. So let's just dive right in. Sam, the Phillies are cold as ice right now. Nick Castellanos,
indeed,
pouts like a little boy who was put in timeout, is what he looks like. Things are not looking great without Bryce Harper.
He doesn't need to be doing that because we got a little bit of a delay. All right, let's work with this. So you were saying Castellanos was pouting like a little boy, when in fact he does not deserve to pout and scream like a little boy just because of how bad he's been playing recently. Whatever happened to the what's it called? The I didn't go to college, I just hit nukes, right? Like whatever happened to no bullshit?
No, yeah, I don't know what happened, Sam. It's disappointing to kind of see where we're at with him in that regard this season. But dude, the Phillies, this was always kind of in the cards for the Phils. Like they weren't going to be just on a blistering pace throughout the entire All-Star or right up to the All-Star break. That just was never realistic. So it's unfortunate that that the guys aren't really doing great, and obviously now with the added issue, or I guess I would call it a non-issue, really, going to Toronto with that whole little kerfuffle. If anything, I just think it gave some guys a much-needed day off. But the Phils are going to need to find a rhythm at some point, and it doesn't look like they have a lot of time left to do that before they head to the All-Star break.
Oh, you're so right. I mean, it looked like for a second there that they were going to be able to, put a decent bullpen together. It looked like for a second that the bats were going to be fine without Bryce Harper in the lineup. But there are some holes in this team. And yeah, maybe they are just on a cold streak, but they got to make some serious moves for the before the trade deadline. You need some more pitching, maybe another guy to come off the bench. And then you need Harper to come back, man, if you want to have a shot at the playoffs. And you know what? They've got a tough couple of games coming up against the Marlins. Hopefully they pull something together, because this is the final series before the All-Star break. But we'll see. We shall see. But I want to talk to you about one thing, Ryan, and one thing that's been weighing heavily on my mind thus far. Kyle Schwarber has arguably been our best hitter, regardless of what his batting average says, is performing in the home run derby. Now, how does that make you feel?
Look, the kid in me is excited.
Yes.
But the rational individual is a tad bit concerned for how that's going to go and affect the rest of his season, because I mean, he's had one of the hottest first halves of the season in franchise history. So, you'd like to see him try and continue that in the second half, but at the same time, guys who have gone on to perform in the home run derby and even go on and win, those guys that hit a ton of nukes in one night, sometimes just that stroke, they basically used up all their good swings. It's like a similar prospect when you're on the driving range of the golf course. Like, you don't just go out there and pound balls all day before you go out and play around in golf. You don't do that, because then you used up all your good swings. All you've got left is junk. And that could easily, I mean, look, Kyle Schwarber, I guess he kind of already had a little mini home run derby in June.
Yeah, he did.
So he is kind of used to hitting a lot of nukes in rapid succession. But I'm a little skeptical to see how this all goes, Sam. And I have a feeling you feel the same way.
I do feel the same way, but I have a plan.
Please.
And I have a plan that's a win-win for everybody involved. So, here's my plan. Kyle Schwarber is matched up to go against Albert Pujols in the first round. So Kyle Schwarber is the number 1 seed. Albert Pujols is the 8th seed. Kyle Schwarber throws it. Lets Pujols win. That way, he is still alive and well to be in his last home run derby, Albert Pujols is. And Kyle Schwarber doesn't use up too many good swings. And everybody wins. Baseball is happy. Kyle Schwarber's swing is happy. Phillies fans are happy because he's still hot, hopefully. And ideally, Albert Pujols loses the next round to either Acuna or Pete Alonso. And one of those two guys wins the whole damn thing and goes cold for the rest of the year. And then the Phillies go to the playoffs.
There it is. One or both. One or both of them go cold. Sam, I thought it was already a great plan just to keep Schwarber in, midseason form. But then you went and you took it to a different level. It's not enough for us to succeed. Others must fail. And that's the perfect scenario that you set up there. And I do think that the Phillies and Kyle Schwarber should take that under advisement and institute that as their game plan for the home run derby.
They are loyal listeners, so they should know.
Oh my God, they're massive fans of the pod, dude. Schwarbs is always in the DMs. Hit me up, just like
I love Schwarbs. Like Kyle's my boy.
Schwarbs,
like,
friend of the show, Kyle Schwarber.
Yeah,
known friend of the show. Oh my goodness gracious.
I've got one question for you, and then honestly, Not too many other things to talk about with the Phillies. We can talk about I want to talk about Castellanos a little bit more after this. But what should the Phillies most important? What is the biggest piece that the Phillies need to add to this team?
I mean, I don't know if Bryce Harper is an acceptable answer, but like I guess that
I think that's the right answer. That's a good answer.
like outside of the bullpen, because every team just needs. You can always get better in the bullpen. I feel like, and the Phillies especially, even though they had a lightning hot week, they had a campground Wi-Fi level week or 2 week stretch there. That's just not really. That's just not really, realistic to keep those expectations that high for them. I mean, that's the thing with the Phillies is if you're really losing your mind and going, oh, I thought the Phils were hot even without Harper.
Yeah.
I thought they were hot. I thought they were just gonna ride this all the way out of the wild card spot and into the divisional race. I'm just like, if you feel that way, then you're a delusional. If the fool,
yes.
I think like it's just I either that or you're a kid, you're a little kid, in which case feel free to experience those highs and lows. But if you're a grown up and you thought that the Phillies without Bryce Harper were going on a run before the All-Star break, I'm sorry to break it to you, that was never going to happen, and clearly you're seeing why.
No, yeah, I mean, and you know what? I don't think it's a Rob Thompson thing. I haven't seen anything to indicate that it's a Rob Thompson thing. I think they're just cold. And I think that they'll get back to form. Did you see – I don't know if – I haven't seen much about it on Twitter at all, but the Braves are only like a game and a half back from the Mets right now when they were like 8. I just looked at that the other day. I was looking at basically all of Major League Baseball standings because I was curious to see where – the Giants were when we were just at Oracle Park. I was curious to see where the Giants stood with their freak of a manager, Gabe Kapler. You know, he was wearing a long sleeve black shirt yesterday at the ballpark. I mean, it was like 75 degrees, but it was bright and sunny, and he was wearing a black long sleeve T-shirt.
Black shirt.
What a freak.
He's a freak of nature. He look, dude. I knew he was never going to work in Philly. Like we talked about. Like once every 3 weeks. Like, and by we I mean mostly me. But yeah, dude. He's just a weird. Like
I looked at that.
I
looked
at that
on the standings. So weird that, and now the Phillies are like 8.5 back from the Braves when they were like 3. Because they just keep winning. Every time the Phillies lose, the Braves just find a way to win. They find a way to punch you in the gut. And you know what? Good for them, I guess. But fuck them. I need the Phillies to keep winning. And I need the Braves to actually start losing. Because even when the Phillies were winning, the Braves weren't losing. Like, they just have been on an unbelievable summer run so far. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I think the Phillies need to do better.
When the Phils won 10 straight, didn't the Braves win like 14 straight or like 13-14 or something ridiculous like that?
That's correct.
It's absolutely ridiculous. And I mean, look, you take a look at the Phils. What are they right now? They're 46-43. That's the Phillies. That's the Phillies. Yep. And what's even more Phillies is their last 10, they're 5-5. That's the Phillies.
Perfect.
That's the Phillies.
That's it right
and
there.
You want to know what makes that 5-5 even more Phillies is that they're on a 4-game losing streak.
Amen.
So they were 5-1.
Yep.
And then lost 4 straight to make it 5-5. To just get right back to 5-5. I mean, that's the Phillies, especially even with Bryce Harper, because there's quite literally only so much one man can do in the world of baseball. But
yeah,
that's what the Phillies are. Regardless of who's managing, who's in the front office, maybe who owns the team, like this is what the Phillies are. This is what they have been for as long as since we started the podcast, Sam. I'm pretty sure the Phillies are exactly 500.
I think you might be right. I mean, what was that crazy tweet that we saw like the other day that the last 5 or 6 years they are legitimately 500. Like they are 500 on the dot. And Girardi was like a couple games over, and Kapler was like a couple games under. And I don't know. I mean, maybe I have it switched, but regardless, dude,
Kapler's 2
three
years
managers.
as managers. We're five.
Three
Was
managers
exactly
already.
500.
Yeah.
Like, it's truly incredible. It's truly incredible. That's what a bad bullpen gets you.
Mm-hmm. A bad bullpen and a good offense. Because the Phillies, again, I mean, the bullpen is better this year than it has been the last 2-3 years.
Yes.
Let's just put that out there. All right. This bullpen is fine when they're doing fine. I know that sounds stupid, but it's the truth. Now, they also have been doing the same thing over and over each and every year. It's, we're going to have a sick offense and a mediocre to bad bullpen. And the offense isn't going to be able to get it done for you every day. Pitching is more consistent, or should be more consistent than your lineup, because hitting is the hardest thing to do in sports. Straight up is. Bryce Harper is going to go 0 for 4 probably 3 times a week. But, you can't build – I mean, you could build the best offense that you can, but you have to have pitching that's behind it. And I feel like I've been saying this since we've won the World Series, basically. I mean, or since we started going on a skid. Like, it all comes down to the bullpen. They were fine. And when they were hot, when the bullpen was firing on all cylinders, Phillies were winning baseball games. That's it. It's about the bullpen. Need a bullpen. Need a good one. And Castellanos, I need him to move out of Ben Simmons' house. ASAP Rocky.
He's being a little bitch. Even his personality vibes are coming through that house right now. He's acting like a pussy, and I didn't expect that ever out of Nick Castellanos. I never thought he was a pussy. But now I've seen these videos of him bitching and screaming about not playing well. On move out of Ben Simmons' house. Yeah, I mean it's pretty easy. You have a lot of money. You can move out before you sell it. You have so much money, so do that. Or I mean, stay with me, dude. I'm in South Philly. You can sleep on my couch.
Are you there right now?
Yeah.
No shit. Good for you, man.
Bro.
I feel like you definitely said you were moving the other day, and then I just never really wrapped my mind around that. But how is it?
I did the last episode here too.
Oh, no shit. It kind of just looks like the lighting just looks like your room. Like
it's the same lamp.
Oh, well, there you go. That's exactly it. Oh, that's funny. Well, I got nothing else on the Phillies other than just to say figure it out and get hot again.
I need you to the Sam Glavine mantra. I need you to bear down.
Bear down.
Dig
Show me
deep.
some grit.
Figure it out.
That's it. That's all you gotta do. Rob Thompson will whip those boys into shape. I got all the faith in the world. They should hire his ass for next year.
Dude, already, yes.
Yep.
Already.
That's it, man.
If he finishes with a winning record during his time as Phillies manager, even if it's by 3 games, hire this man. And no one's done that since I was in high school. No one's been 3 games over 500 with the Phillies since I was a boy, since I was a wee lad.
Yep.
It's been some time, Sam. It's been a
while. It's been a while. Hell, it's been a while since I've been in high school. And, you're way out of there. But anyways, I feel like we can move it to the doghouse.
Oh.
Not the smoothest of transitions.
So you're doing the segue now.
Well, apparently. I mean,
dude, fine. I mean, if
you want me to do the thing?
Go ahead and finish what you started, Sam.
The Doghouse, brought to you by Wide Plank Floor Supply. Visit their website at www.wideplankfloorsupply.com. If it's wide, they've got it. Ryan, who do you have in the Doghouse?
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow, Sam. Here's the thing: if you fucked that up, you were going to the doghouse immediately. So that was perfect.
I knew it.
That was perfect. Jesus Christ. I mean, you hear it enough times, I'm sure, and it's not the most complicated copy.
It's not.
That's shit, dude. Here's the thing: I had the band. I was looking in the brand, and I saw the wide plank floor supply ticker light up, and I was like, "He's going to the doghouse."
Well, I just saw it there, and I was ready to move on, and I clicked it.
This son of a bitch. This son. All right, but yeah, my doghouses and Seamus G, do feel free to chime in here at any point. I'm throwing Chuck Fletcher in the doghouse. The Philadelphia Flyers, are officially the worst run organization in the city of Philadelphia. It is a travesty. Chuck Fletcher? Yeah, lack thereof. Chuck Fletcher. I suck. I can't spell.
No check. Not a whole lot of checks running in and out.
I'm not. You know. This is what happens when you're on the road, man. This is what happens. Yeah. Stability. I get nervous. Like I don't have my rock, Seamus G.
I know.
Behind the glass.
He's sitting right next to me, but I barely feel his presence.
Just proximity wise, it just doesn't work out that way. But yeah, Chuck Fletcher's fully in the doghouse. Johnny Gaudreau, South Jersey native, South Philly East native.
Ugh.
Total legend, Johnny Gaudreau. People call him Johnny Hockey, for Christ's sake. That's how good this guy is. That's how good this guy is.
Yeah, and I know.
Chuck Fletcher does nothing. Actually, it's not that he does nothing. It's so incredible is that he did things to actively prevent the signing of Johnny Gaudreau.
So I don't mean to put Seamus G on the spot here, but I feel like this is his time to tell his Johnny Gaudreau story. So here's Seamus G. I'm gonna give him an ear pod, and here he is. He's in the loop now. He's gonna tell his Johnny Gaudreau story.
Okay. So Total Scope is a business that is very close to our family, and Johnny Gaudreau's brother's wife worked for Total Scope. The wife hated Johnny Gaudreau's wife so much so that the brothers did not go to each other's weddings. What's wild about this is we have inside information that Johnny Gaudreau doesn't like his family. And the fact that he doesn't like his family plays into the fact that he is a local guy and he does not want to be around them. So there was no part of him who wanted to be in the Flyers organization, and there's no way that Chuck Fletcher didn't know that.
How?
This is inside info, brother. This is about as inside as it gets. I mean, that face says it all. Right there. Yeah, it says it all.
It's some juicy info.
Yeah.
I got nothing I have nothing to say. Like, I'm trying to process that.
It was a personal decision, and that's what it was. Through and through. Had nothing to do with money.
Well, yeah, it was never the money.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Oh,
I know. I was waiting to hear that story live on the air because he told it to me the other day, and I was like, that is crazy town. Like, that's exactly why. I mean, it's got to be why they didn't sign him. And, we have all listeners listening.
But the reports of him saying he's coming to Philly, like what's the all manufactured, all completely fraudulent? Like,
well, I'll tell you who those sources got their. Oh man, they got their information from their three friends. They, themselves, and them.
That's it.
I see.
Media's lying to you, Ryan. Media's lying to you.
Old media, new media, they're all lying.
Yep.
Media's full of lies.
That's it, man. I don't know. I mean, other than that, I don't see any other explanation. He should have been.
Well, actually,
he
you know,
should have
I'm
been
going
in
to
the
stick with
Flyers.
Chuck Fletcher because the Flyers still fucking suck.
Oh yeah. Oh no, Chuck Fletcher's the worst.
Yeah, no,
Ruined
he
my
still
day.
he still stays in the doghouse. He still stays in the doghouse.
Yes, fully stays in the doghouse.
Could have got the Brinkat, didn't.
Yep. 24-year-old
JVR
stud.
still on this team.
Yep.
Terrible.
Cancer.
Damn. I gotta say though, classy move by Chuck Fletcher. If you know, I'm not doubting you or your sources, but I'm just saying I have no idea. But if if that's the case, classy move by Chuck Fletcher to be like, we just didn't have the cap space instead of being like, yeah, actually, guys, if you want to be mad at Johnny Gaudreau's terrible family. That because that's what I would have done in the Chuck Fletcher if I was in Chuck Fletcher's shoes. I'd be like, you know what, guys, either this kid's an asshole or his parents are assholes, but I don't really know the details. But this wasn't gonna work, so let's just nip this in the bud right now before you guys get uppity with me.
And that's it. And that's the inside scoop on the Flyers, and that's all
Jesus.
the Flyers. I mean, it's not all on the Flyers, honestly. They have made more moves, yes, other than just the stupid Johnny Hockey move, for sure. I'm not even a hockey guy, and I can definitely tell you that they should have tried harder. They made 0 moves. I mean, the moves.
He's a stud. He's a superstar, and we need superstars. So we should try and find other superstars like DeBrincat.
Dude, just trade the picks, dude. Just trade
Yeah.
the picks.
Like,
Now
they're not
he's in
gonna use it
Ottawa. He's in Ottawa too, right? With Giroux.
with Giroux. Yeah.
Glad to see he never wanted to win a cup, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Joe Pop was right the whole time, apparently.
Joe Pop was right the whole time. God damn it.
It's bleak, but we are in the running for a superstar who will be the number 1 pick, and I'm already going to get on top of it. Connor Bedard is a superstar. Check his highlights. Watch a game that he plays. I don't care. You'll see this dude is special. And if we get the number 1 pick or have the assets to get the number 1 pick, it's huge. Just saying. That's the only glimmer of hope now, boys. Well, you guys really aren't hockey fans. It's the only glimmer of hope for me.
Pick. I don't want a draft pick.
I'm aware.
I want an actual hockey player that knows how to play hockey and scores goals a lot, like
Me
Johnny
too.
Gaudreau or like
Me too.
dude. DeBrincat's like what? He's like 24, 25. He's had 2 40-goal seasons. Like
Yep.
These are things that I know, and I'm not
And the
I'm
Blackhawks
not a hockey
traded him.
mind, dude. Well, dude, the Blackhawks, nah, they had to do that. They got to shut it down.
Yeah.
They're gonna let. I was listening to the Shames. If you haven't listened to the most recent Liberty Yell podcast, granted, I guess you probably won't like a lot of the Chuck, Johnny Gaudreau hate with given the information that you just
I
provided
tried
us.
to tell Stumps at the Phillies game.
At the Phillies game,
Yeah, that we went to.
that wasn't the place to do that.
Yeah.
It's an emotional. That's too emotional an atmosphere. That's not the time to break that kind of news, man.
Well, that's what
That's the way the news goes. But either way, they said that the Blackhawks are going to lap the Flyers in terms of a rebuilding process. In terms of like,
most likely.
they said
Yeah.
the
The
Habs are
Avalanche
going to lap
already did.
us. The Habs are going to lap
already
us.
did.
Dude, the Avalanche cooked us.
Wasn't even close.
Was never close.
Worst team in the league 5 years ago. Just won the cup.
And that's how you do it, right?
That's how it's
Tank.
supposed to be.
And then you get good players, and then you win a cup. That's how the news goes, right?
Just like the
Allegedly.
Sixers.
Yeah.
Hey. Look, all right. Look,
Yeah, man.
we're not getting into this right now.
No, we're not doing
We're
it.
not
they're
because
very similar
I need to
franchises,
hear
I'll just say
Sam's. I need to hear Sam's doghouse before we get into it.
Oh, yes.
We'll get into it
Sam's
right
Doghouse. So we were. Oh yeah, we can get the banner up and stuff because I'm a terrible producer. Right, story time with Sam Glavin, brought to you by Wide Plank Floor Supply. So we were in a Bass Pro Shops parking lot the other day. Well, and it's a rule that you're allowed to stay overnight in an RV in a Cabela's / Bass Pro Shops parking lot. Just so long as, you go ahead and browse, maybe buy something, the works, right? It's the same deal with Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel, you stay overnight, go in and get breakfast the next morning. Easy rule. So we're sleeping. It's like 4 a.m. in this parking lot. And I wake up to Seamus G talking to a man outside our window saying, "Oh, well, you guys have to move. You can't sleep here." And we were like, okay. And then he walks around and I see the car. So I'm like, all right, so it was a cop. So we'll listen to the cop. That's fine. But then he walks around the van and I see on the back of his shirt, it says security. I'm like, well, wait a minute. What? Who are we hurting? I can understand if it was the cop, right? Cop is he has more authority, obviously.
I mean, yes, that's.
But the
it's
rent-a-cop who
thing.
works for the complex that all these stores are in is doing the Lord's work of kicking us out, and 3 other RVs that we saw when we pulled in. When we left, they were not there, so he kicked those guys out too.
He got his badge number.
You're just a prick. Yeah, so you're just a prick,
dude. Some guys just need to feel
bored
something.
And you wanted to. Well, go jerk off or something. I don't know. Just don't kick me out of. Don't kick us out of the fucking parking lot.
Kick us out of the parking lot.
4 a.m. It was 4 a.m. 4 a.m. And that's it. It was a pretty short story, but that guy sucks. And yeah, that's
that's a perfect doghouse story. I mean, that really does encapsulate everything that the doghouse is about, as opposed to my doghouse, which was about 7 minutes long. Yeah, and was basically a flyer segment, I guess.
That was the flyer segment. I mean, because that's all I know about what's going on with the Flyers. So
absolutely,
that's it. That is really it, and that is Sam, the doghouse.
All right, nope. Don't push it. Don't push it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Don't push it, Sam. Thank you so much for tuning into the Doghouse, brought to you by Wide Plank Floor Supply. Visit their website at www.wideplankfloorsupply.com. Get a recommendation for a contractor. Get a quote. Wide Plank Floor Supply. If it's wide, they've got it. Sam, you ever do that ad read again, I'm going to set my computer on fire, and then I'm going to come find you.
I thought I did really well.
No, you did. You did a great job. You did a great job.
Will I do it again? No, never. Because that's not how I do things here.
You're goddamn.
There it is.
It's the one thing I have in this life is that ad read.
What kind of planks do you got in your new apartment?
Normal width planks. I don't know if they're. I feel like it's fake wood or something, or treated wood or
all
something.
Right.
It doesn't feel like it's just.
You had real ones in the Young Buck.
Yeah, I mean, they were definitely wood.
Yeah,
it was. Narrow, it was no, it was top nail though.
Yeah, it was top nail,
and it had the holes in it. I could see down into the basement. This floor is very nice and has no gaps in it.
Fuck.
Where I can trip.
Hello.
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 Hello. Oh no, is it over? Oh, we're good.
No, I'm here. Yeah, we're good. I think it's okay.
Good. Did you hear my 2-minute diatribe about the floors in that place?
That's not.
No, that's good. That's good. I hope nobody else did either. Those floors. They were in bad shape when I got there, and they continued to deteriorate very quickly. Much like, honestly, like the Sixers, but I'm actually kind of getting excited about the Sixers again. which is a big problem. James Harden is getting ready to put that. He's putting that work in, dude. Oh no, are we fucked? Did we get a tight half hour?
No, I can still hear you.
You can still hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you. There's a little delay, but I can still hear you.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll power through it. James Harden is putting in the work. Let me find this quote real quick. Talking about how this summer is an opportunity for him.
Did
And
he
I think
sign yet?
that's-
Did he re-sign? Did he get new money yet?
Yeah. He re-signed.
Okay.
He's I think so. Yeah. Let me see. What was let's see the full terms of this deal here.
No,
Harden
I'd look it
deal.
up, but I'm hanging. This Wi-Fi's hanging on a thread right now, so I think it's gonna be all
It's
you.
still in progress.
Okay.
Still in progress. But it's looking like he's taking way less money, which is massive. Like $10 million less, maybe, or something like that. Down from 47 to like
Wow.
35. Which is, hey, I mean, look.
Yeah, that'll
Pinch and
play.
pennies. That'll absolutely play. But he's big into it, dude. He's like, I don't shred fat as fast as I used to, so I have to work extra hard. And he's actually doing that. He's actually working.
Yeah,
It's really
I
funny.
like that a lot. I like that. Who's that assistant coach? I saw that video of him
That's
working
Sam
out with.
Cassell, dude. Sam Cassell
Sam
is lighting his
Cassell.
ass up. Dude, that's like one of the best point guards in the history of the NBA, bro.
There you go. I like
You don't
that
know
guy.
Sam Cassell. You don't know NBA bat. That's not true. He's pretty good though. He's not.
No,
he's also
that
one of the
doesn't
weirdest
mean
looking dudes.
anything.
He's one of the weirdest looking dudes in NBA history as well. But that has nothing to do with his quality as a coach.
That's what I like to hear. I like that. I really like that video. Hopefully, when Doc Rivers gets the boot, Josh Boot, we can hire that guy. I like his work ethic. But you know what? Honestly, I'm all in. James Harden is all, and you know what? That is perfect for this team because like when you get rookies on the team where you see a guy like Tyrese Maxey, and Tyrese Maxey sees that James Harden did I just cut out again?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, it's not I think we got a tight 35. I think we take it.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I think we take it at face
right.
value. I say we don't look a gift horse in the mouth. And I say it's July and we don't need to talk about the Sixers. Just know James Harden's going to be
All
good.
right. Yeah, well,
PJ Tucker, close it down, Sam.
All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for listening to this somewhat short and pretty shitty edition of the Wolves of Broad Street podcast. You can thank California for the shitty quality. I hate this goddamn state. Visit www.yplayforsupply.com for all those Y picks. Check libertyline.com. And I'm PHL. Check out all of our social medias at the Wolves Abroad ST. Seamus G, close it down. That means me. Peace out.